What does Europe have that North America does not? Blackcurrant. Windows that can be kipped. The country of Spain. Most of the Europeans. I mean, we have a few, but Europe has almost all of them. Real castles. A majority of walkable cities. Great rail system. Massive castles. Royale with cheese. Better attitude about nudity. Old stuff. My city has buildings that are 2 times older than USA, and I live in a country that exists fraction of the time Roman Empire did. Italy and Greece are filled with ancient stuff. I remember seeing some photo of old wagon that was revealed when some lake in USA dried and people were blown away by its age, and I was like, bitch. My house is older than that. Eggs that you don't put in the fridge. Pay to use public restrooms. Me. A war currently, hope it ends soon. Free ambulance rides. Useful trains. Portugal. A lot of people here apparently think North America USA. Edit judging by some of the responses. No surprise. Whole lot of dummies on here apparently. 1. Socialized healthcare in most countries. 2. 7-8 weeks of annual vacation in most countries. I can't decide which is better because both are awesome to have. If only we had that in North America. Sigh. 50 Hz electrical. Kinder Surprise eggs. Walkable cities and decent public transportation. A wonderful aversion to banal small talk. Buildings and structures that are over 500 years old, that are still used as residences and functioning buildings as opposed to ruins or historical sites. Chocolate that doesn't taste like sick. Usable infrastructure that is over 300 years old. A lot of economic savings from strong lasting buildings. Long vacations. Well, North America has 23 countries. Europe has 50. A very different view on history and distance. To an American, 200 years is a long time. To a European, 200 miles is a long trip. No metal detectors in the schools. After reading the comments, I would say Europe if full of people that think North America United States. Y'all forget that nah isn't just the USA smiling face with tear. America has Fords and Europe has fjords. The courage to call an ambulance. A current war with Russia. Bathroom fees. I can't recall ever having to pay for a public restroom in the US. Comparing North America to Europe is weird because you're comparing the US, Canada, Mexico, and a bunch of island countries to 50 very diverse European countries. My experience with Europe is limited to Scandinavia, so this is what Scandinavia has that North America, mainly the US, doesn't. Good public transportation, affordable healthcare, charming and storied architecture, a strong middle class, healthy portion sizes, progressive education systems that result in high test scores, a lack of mass shootings, good sports chants, and good chocolate. 220 volts power for regular appliances. Food that isn't plagued with dangerous additives most of the time. Me. Real bicycle infrastructure, not just charros. Public transportation that's actually useful. France. You people know that North America is made up of 23 sovereign states and dozens of territories. Right? It's not just the US. Solid public transportation everywhere. Affordable and very good healthcare. Easy border crossings. Gun control. A land border with Asia. native honeybees, close proximity to various countries and cities. A lot of very old human-made stuff. I just randomly grew up in a house that is older than the United States. And it is not even really special, since most houses in the neighborhood are like that. Human-centric housing and infrastructure. Good high-speed rail. Public healthcare. Public transportation. I'm in Europe now. Amazing. Good public transportation. Free healthcare. Free education. Different food. Actual football. The metric system. The possibility to travel to a whole bunch of countries on a 1-3h long flight. Here I can pick like 10 countries that are under 2h flight time and visit all of the countries of Europe on a max 3 hours flight. In North America, a 2-3h flight would get you somewhere within the same country or max one of the other countries. Castles that are hundreds and hundreds of years old. A working rail system. How the fuck you can get the train across the whole of Europe but it takes you 36 hours to get from one side of California to the other is a joke. Cities that are walkable. Vacations. Nice pedestrian streets that don't just suddenly stop. The greatest welfare recipients in history, the royal family. I can't speak for all of Europe, but I'd say that Europeans spend a lot more time outside than Americans because of how walkable and close everything is, as well as the accessible public transport. I wish we had a culture infrastructure here that valued being outside instead of mega parking lots and highways. Living, breathing children that are not massacred in their schools. Good long-distance train systems. VAT already added on the price of products. Fewer Americans.